Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk about my favorite television episode that aired in January 23rd, 1996 on UPN and ended May 14th, 2001. In this show I'm talking about is Moesha, an American sitcom that lasted for about 6 seasons. This TV show, Moesha, is starring the R&B singer Brandy, who plays as Moesha. And the TV show addresses the struggles that occur in the life of African American teenagers growing up in the United States, especially issues that occur when you're transitioning from a teenager into adulthood. The show covers topics like school life, friendships, and romance. However, within those topics, we find deeper issues that are addressed, such as racism. As you can see here in this picture, Moesha experienced racism for the first time when she dated a guy that was outside of her race. Other issues that have been addressed in the show are the importance of voting, dealing with the loss of a mother, weight issues as a teenager, neglect from parents, finances, kids and drugs, unfair treatment within the workplace, and this is just to name a few. This show is very relatable to audiences of color, especially those that were teenagers growing up in Los Angeles at the time, which is where the show was based. Watching the show, it teaches audiences of color how to handle issues that may arise, again, such as racism or discrimination, and also dealing with emotions that come with being neglected by a parent, as we see here in this photo. The character Dorian, he grew up without his real mother, and in this episode, he reached out, I think Moesha found his real mother and he connected with her, but it didn't go the way that he wanted, and a lot of issues arise. So, episodes like this help teenagers that grew up without a parent in the home or were adopted and meeting their parents for the first time. It teaches them how to handle emotions that come with that, how to deal with situations like that, and it shows them that they're not alone and that there's other teenagers out there that are experiencing the same things. The issues that are addressed in this show also help teenagers to learn that it's very important to speak up and to use the resources that are available to them. And when I say resources, I mainly mean the people that are around them, the people that could help them. So if they don't have a parent to go to, they can go to their principal in the school. Here we see Dee is one of the characters in the show. She is Moesha's stepmother, but she is also, I believe, a principal or a teacher at the school. And she has also been there for the teenagers that are a part of Moesha's life when they didn't have a parent to go to. Andel is another character in the show that the teenagers would go to for advice. And Andel gave them advice on every single episode. She was actually one of the biggest adults that was a part of their lives. And she owned a restaurant, and this was the place where the kids would hang out. They called it the Den. So this is another resource that teenagers in real life may have. They may hang out in places like Burger King every day after school, and they may be a worker in Burger King that they connect with, and this person could be someone they could lean on if they needed. And last of all, the main resource that would be available to teenagers is their friends or their best friend. This show shows that it's very important that teenagers reach out to their friends if something's going on in the home or they're dealing with depression or any type of issue, you should always be able to go to your friends. Even your co-workers could be a resource as well. Uh, as we see here, Hakeem was Moesha's childhood best friend, and she would go to him for advice, or he would go to her for advice. Again, Moesha was one of my most favorite shows growing up as a teenager, and it was very helpful to parts of my life as well while I was a teenager, and it helped me to deal with things that I was dealing with for the first time in my life. And it really does help as a teenager to see that there are other people, whether it's real life situations or it's something on the TV, it does help to see that other teenagers are going through what you are going through. And I truly applaud the creators of this show. They did amazing, and I was very disheartened when it ended, but it had a great run. And for anyone that's never seen the show, I highly recommend it.